Hello, everyone, and welcome to our world session for December 24th, 2024, big holiday time of the year. And for me, this is one of the most magical times of the year. I still believe in Santa Claus. At 65 years old, nobody's broken me of the habit. And I always think he's going to come down the chimney and do something incredibly fun, even if it's just eat the carrot, milk, and cookies I leave out for him. So today we're going to do transmutation. So being that it is such a magical time of the year, I like to really tune into that energy because there's so many people and there's so many kids tuning into that energy, and we can actually amplify it for ourselves and manifest what we want. When it comes to New Year's, we'll probably do something similar yet different because in the new year going to want to let go of whatever has been going on this year, like stuff that we don't want. But today is about the magic. So really tune into what has been magical. I was talking to someone yesterday and they were just talking about reality and what is real, and that anyone who thinks anything other than what they see in front of them or what they can touch, um that's all there is, and the rest of us are just crazy. So since we're the crazy ones that actually believe in things we can't touch, like I believe there's electricity in the wall, even though I shouldn't touch it. I believe there's oxygen in the air, even though I can't see it. I believe there's a Santa Claus. Okay, might not be Santa Claus himself, but I believe in that dynamic. I believe we have virtues and I believe we have sins. And what we want to do is to, it's not, oh, I've got to force myself to get rid of something and acquire something. No. Here we are already embodying all of our sins and all of our virtues. But what we want is the duality to be at this middle place, temperance, right? We really want the temperance of it so that I know, oh, I could do the wrong thing today, or I could do the right thing. Whether it's, today is, for many people, we're going to go out, we're going to be eating, and yeah, we can eat way too much. So there can be gluttony. And today's the day you go, do I need to be temperate today, or I'm going to be temperate generally? So, I've been quite temperate, or, you know, been super careful all year. I can afford to have some sweets today, that kind of thing. It's not being so strict where every minute of the day it is looking at ourselves generally and specifically when we're looking at our own health. Obviously, it's not something you want to do all the time. Sugar is not great. I mean, most of you know that the minute you have some sugar, your whole body feels like strange and crazy, but in moderation. So let's look at transmuting the way in which we perceive our virtues and our sins. So there's going to be a lot of ways that people do that. Of course, I'm not going to go through all of them, but you can think for yourself what you'd like to do. So we're looking at chastity, temperance, charity, right? Today, this place where a lot of people come and help me out while I'm doing this. This is part of our charity to the world. This is where we're able to help the common good. And diligence, our fortitude, our strength, where we keep doing things that we need to do, whether it's, self-improvement, whether it's improving what you need to do to make your life better, or even it's improving your environment, whatever it is that you need to do. Patience, kindness, and humility. Yeah, today we don't have too much humility, but it would be nice um, to kind of see the counteraction of that sort of pathological pride that goes on, one of the seven deadly sins. In the Platonic, Aristotle and Plato interpreted humility as courage. So I thought that's very cool as well to see the courage. So let's see if we have the courage to transmute those things, no matter how terrible. I'm thinking about people who are suffering and struggling. I'm thinking of people who, have difficult times physically, not just, let's say financially or where they live. There are a lot of wars going on the planet right now. We want to really bring all of this energy not only to embody it ourselves, but to help transmute all these difficulties in the world. And even as I talk about these difficulties, I can feel my my voice is choking up, as though that expression of what we need to do, how we need to express ourselves, needs to be done a little bit silently. We don't want to talk too much about those things. So take a deep breath. Now, seven is a very big number. We've got seven chakras, seven sins, seven virtues, 7 days of the week. And just breathe. And just feel the seven within seven within seven. Seven within seven. It goes on ad infinitum. Seven is also the seventh day God rested in the Judeo Christian tradition. Feel that rest in your heart and the magic that our hearts can bring to our daily lives. And now feel into what it is you would like to see happen. Whether the thing I'm looking for is health, wealth, and happiness for everyone on the planet. Doesn't have to be equal wealth. Just whatever makes each individual feel good. And you think about what you would like. And today's a wonderful day where we can think of counteracting what we might perceive as evil and really putting in check, first of all, what you might think is evil, what I think is evil. That could be evil on its own. So we want to bring virtue to that. So it transmutes what we see, how we see it, into whatever is the universal or the divine seeing, not the collective, not, what other people say, not even what my belief systems say, what the greatest and highest of all goods says. We need to tune into that and help it clear all of our filters that translate those things into our own personal pride-filled ideation. We want to move that to the side. Really, in the end, it's just being this humble, simple individual. And let's bring that down through the mental body and then bring it through the head brain, the heart brain, and the gut brain. So let's really clear out the gut brain so our decisions can be just magical, magical, magical decisions. Imagine every decision we make has a little bit of, they say in French, étincelle. These little sparks would come out of our decisions, right? We'd know, oh, right, my gut is telling me to do this. My belly brain is telling me, choose this. And it happens just automatically. We don't need to overthink it. We don't need to think about it. That gut brain is doing the thinking properly because it's healthy, it's strong. So just feeling into those formulas that help heal, let's say if we have a leaky gut or if we have any type of difficulty in the small intestine deciding what should stay in and what should go out. And a little bit of last week's sessions coming in where we started on parasites. And I keep reading up about these parasites and we could be, run by them. It's there are a lot of people. I mean, we've got a huge amount of bugs in our bodies, and we want to make sure they're the healthy bugs that can break down and destroy all the ones that are not good for us, especially parasites, especially the ones that want to control our behavior. So we can do this through, you know, moving our belief systems. It's okay to have beliefs, it's not a problem. We just don't want to have rigid beliefs. We don't want our beliefs to tell us what to do and what not to do. We want our gut brains to do that in a nice, healthy way, not a disrupted way. So that's all we're doing here is just bringing our bodies, our gut brain to the healthiest place it can be so that we're strong, we're healthy, and we're leading a nice, virtuous life. No forcing, no pushing, no fundamental ideas about the virtues. We don't want any of that. We want those virtues to be there and be flexible and understand them. It's take a lifetime to understand just what temperance is. Could take a lifetime just to understand what temperance is. So don't think you know. I don't know either, but I can feel it's a good thing for me. I can feel when I help others, I get better. That's all I need to know. From there, I can study what it means, what charity means, but I wouldn't want to force myself or anyone to be charitable. That would not be charitable to oneself. Right? Just feel that forcing move. As Nisargadatta Maharaj said, there's no need to push life about. We come from this place of, you could call it meditative place or a place of rest. You're just sitting and all of a sudden we activate. And then we just come back, we're silent, empty. There is no thing, nothing. And then from nothing, something arises. We don't have to move. There's always a dynamism in our bodies and our minds. But can you imagine? You just sit around and all of a sudden you're cleaning the house. You wake up in the morning, there's no thoughts, just, oh, there's the sun. I smile, and then I'm up, and then I'm moving, then I'm sitting, and then I'm moving. Ah, feel those lungs open up, giving the heart space and love. And I'm just using my eyes to move around in the socket. You can do that. Just move around. And let your eyes have space. Let your tongue move. Let your neck move. Let your body be able to move. It can be minute movements. You don't even have to do anything, just tiny little movements so that you know, your brain knows, your gut knows, you are able to see things from all angles. And nice deep breath into those lungs. We'll expand them again. Open up. And right now, we're just going to let go of some of the garbage that might come up from our cells as they balance and understand the good life that's good for you, makes your life better. And happy holidays, everyone. Have a great, great day. Enjoy Santa Claus, even if you don't believe in Santa Claus. Just enjoy him. Love you all. Merry Christmas. Happy Hanukkah. And we'll see you next week for the new year.